Hello everyone, it's Amy and welcome to an update for week 14 of budget crafting and week 14 of journaling on a budget. So after I did yesterday's, and I try and do them a week ahead of time, so they've both already been done. I got to thinking, yesterday we did the smiles and I had used this little thing that I don't know what it is to make my smile. And I said, you could just make a smile, out of anything. And I thought, well, that wasn't very good to just say, well, you could make a smile and not actually show you how to make one. So I did go ahead and make a sample one. So I'm going to show you how I did that so that, this is something that most of you can do, being that I don't even know what this is. And even if I knew what it was, would you have one or not? You need a piece of wire. And then I just took the wire and I wrapped it around a paintbrush to make a circle. And then just went ahead and, just kind of wrapped it around there and tightened it up. So, and I don't want to stay there very well. I'm going to just kind of make myself, now that I've got it tightened there, I'm just going to keep winding this together to make myself a bit of a handle, so I have something to hang on to. Okay, so now we have a circle like this, but we need to make a smile. So what you need to do is just take a pair of pliers, and we're going to bend this circle up in half. So we're just going to kind of go to the halfway point and then just bend it halfway up. So now it looks like this. Okay, so let's see if you can see how that looks. See, I just took the circle and I bent it in the middle. So now I just have, on this part, just a half of a circle. And now that's what we'll use to make our smile. So I had already tested one here. Now this one's I bent it a little bit smaller than this one, so we'll see how this works. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of white paint. You just really need a drip because I'm only going to make one smile. So this is the one that we just did. Yes, this one's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to show you with the one that we just made. And all you're going to do is just dunk this half of your wire into the white paint. Hopefully I've got enough there. Seems to be covered. And then we're just going to take it and press it on our rock or our cabochon, whatever it is that we painted our smile on, or made our happy face, and there we go. So now he's got a smile, and depending on how much, if you put the white paint, I put it all the way up to the edge. If you don't like that, number one, you could make it a little smaller like that one, or don't put the white paint all the way up to the edge. The smile won't be quite as big, but I'm going to really quick put some pupils on this little guy so that he doesn't look too funny. And then I wiped off so much of it that not much left. Just kind of trying to grab a little paint out of the lid there. There we go. So now we have a little smile. So I just wanted to show you that. So now if you want to make your own smiles, that is a way that you can make your smile and do it yourself without having whatever this is. And then on tomorrow's video, we are going to make some stained glass tape. I'll just give you a little hint. And when I went to do it, my red and my orange marker, these are permanent markers, they didn't work. And so I wound up using the blue and purple, but I thought I should show you how to reconstitute these, because the thing is, they're old, like they're old enough to have dried up, but they're not used up. There's a difference between dried up and used up. If you've used all the ink in something, there's nothing that's going to happen to bring them back. But if you have something, I've hardly ever used these. If you have something that you know that you didn't use all the ink, it just got all dried up, now it's garbage, throw it away. Well, before you throw it away, try and fix it. So this one I have already done so that it could sit for a little while and we could see how it works. So I'm just going to show you that yesterday when we tried it, it didn't work at all, and now look, it's back. So I'm going to show you how I did that. All you need to do is, if your nib comes out, which these do, you're just going to take the nib out. Now, if your nib doesn't come out, this is rubbing alcohol. It's 91%, I believe, and you do want a high percentage of alcohol to water, which I explained in tomorrow's video too. But if your nib will not come out, you can take your rubbing alcohol and you can kind of hold it this way and let it just kind of soak in. But you have to do that a few times because it takes a while for it to soak into the nib, and then it doesn't get into the canister as well. But it still will work. But let's, if your nib comes out and you just kind of give it a little bit of a twist and pull. Whoops, sorry. My strength is not so great today. Just kind of give it a twist and a pull, and the nib comes out, because nibs are replaceable in your more expensive ones. But this one didn't work yesterday either. So you've got your canister of ink down in here. Okay, and so what you're going to do is you're just going to take some of the rubbing alcohol and just drip it down in there. Now, how much, I don't know. Just put a few drips and let it get down into that canister, because what it is permanent markers are made with basically kind of like alcohol. That's why they're called alcohol markers. You know, our Sharpies, and this one is from the Dollar Trees, they're called permanent markers, but they're still alcohol markers. So by putting that in there and letting it soak into your tank, and then turning it over this way and letting it soak back into the nib so that your nib gets nice fresh ink in it, that will bring your marker back. Now, this one hasn't sat very long, but I did put a little bit of alcohol on the tip, so that may help us. So we'll see how this does. And if you watch tomorrow's video, you will see that this was dried up, but now look, it's great. So if you have markers that you know are dried up and not used up, you can fix them that way by just putting in a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and that will make them reconstitute so that you can still use them instead of throwing them away. And this is what I have to say. If they're dried up and you're going to throw them away anyways, it doesn't hurt to try, because then if they come back, you've avoided throwing them away. If they're dried up, you try it, it doesn't work, well, then you throw it away. You were going to throw it away anyways. So, you know, I know people have more expensive markers that they wouldn't want to do that type of thing with. But again, if you're going to throw it away, you might as well try something. So, you know, all of your alcohol markers, if you think they're just dry and not used, you can try it that way. If you have watercolor markers, putting in a few drips of like distilled water will also help reconstitute that. If you know that it's not used up, it's only dried up. So that is just my update for today. I just kind of wanted to show you how you can reconstitute your markers and how you can make your own smile so that you can give some smiles away. And I just wanted to give that to you. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Starting next Monday, I'm going to come back with my Market Mondays. Hopefully next Monday. It was supposed to be this Monday, but you know, that just didn't work. Well, actually, yeah, next Monday. So I have to try and keep track of when I did a video, what comes next. So yeah, so maybe next Monday, if you'd like to watch, I'm going to have a few things from the recycle store and have some little kits that you can purchase if you would like to. But like I said, if you don't want to do that kind of thing, don't even watch, because then you won't be tempted. Thank you very much for stopping by and checking this out. I hope that this helps you with these two things. Thanks again. I really do appreciate you. And I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.